Ladies and gentlemen, it's the comedians!
I went to the doctor's this morning. I said, "Doctor, you'll have to do something for me. I'm a terrible liar." He said, "Don't believe you."
Got a shocking cough. I shouldn't smoke. Doctor's given me 1 day to give up smoking, so I've chosen September the 18th.
You heard about the fellow who went to the psychiatrist with a ration of bacon on his head and a poached egg on each foot. He said, "It's about my brother." Another fellow walked in, he said, "You need glasses." He said, "How do you know?" He said, "Tell, as soon as you walk through that window." The old lady swallowed a spoon. He said, "Sit there and don't stir."
I see him all over, you know. No, I do. I meet friends wherever I go. I always meet friends. I go round to the doctors pretty regularly. No, I'm not sick. I've just converted the mother-in-law to a Jehovah's Witness, and I'm trying to get her in for a major operation. Anyway, I went round this day, and I walked in, and the nurse is there, you see. I said, "Is the doctor in?" She said, "He's practising." I said, "I'll come back when he's perfect." So I sat there, you see, and we're reading all the papers and the magazines. Isn't it a shame about the Titanic? All those people. I'm sat next to this fellow with one leg called Arthur. I don't know what his other leg was called, but it was nice. I walked in, you see, I walked in the insulting room. And there's Kildare. He said, "What do you want?" I said, "I keep thinking I'm a dog." He said, "How long have you been like this?" I said, "Well, ever since I was a pup." I said, "Give me something for the wind." So he gave me a kite. Nothing. He said, "First job, put your left foot on the table." So I put it up. He said, "Put your right one up." And I fell on my back. He said, "How long have you been having these dizzy spells then?" He said, "Strip off." So I stripped off and I'm stood there, muscles rippling like that. Yeah. The only man that got his money back from Charles Atlas. I said, "How do I stand, doctor?" He said, "God knows, I don't." He said, "Look, go to that window there and stick your tongue out." I said, "Will it do me any good?" He said, "No, but I ate that fella across the road." He said, "One look at my tongue." He said, "Not putting that thing back in your mouth, eh?" He said, "Look, you." He always calls me Look. "There's only one thing for you. What you've got to do, drink a glass of orange juice every day after a hot bath." I saw him a couple of days later. He said, "Have you drunk your orange juice?" I said, "I haven't finished drinking the hot bath yet." Fool.
No, this is true, I wouldn't tell you now, perfectly true. Though the Yankee doctor came over tingling, you know what these Yanks are? All mouth. It's right, it's right. And he went to this hospital, you see, this Yankee, and he said, "Well, I'd like a look around your hospital." They said, "Fair enough, old flower, bring this end in." So he went in, you know, and give him a cup of Thai food and all paraphernalia. So he said, "I'd like a look around your wards, you know, just to see how the patient..." They said, "Fair enough, come on." So they took him down wards, you know, and showed him a patient. They said, "Well, have a look at this one. What do you think?" So he pulled blankets back, you know, these Yanks. Whether they know what's wrong or not, they pulled blankets back, you know. He said, "My God," he said, "yes, rather pale, blue around the lips. I should say this man's suffering from heart trouble." He said, "That's right, flower, top oil." Very nice. Halfway down ward, they said, "Now then, would you like to look at this man?" He said, "My God," he said, "this man's really serious. Yellow jaundice, bloodshot eyes." He said, "This man's suffering from kidney trouble." He said, "That's right again, flower." Well done. Went to bottom at ward, there's a man squatted there in bed, you know. Squatted there, eyes protruding, veins stuck out, He says, goodness, my God, that man's suffering from blood pressure. He said, that's wrong. He's set on pot. And you're all right. Dear, I'm a Yorkshire lad, funnily enough, and it's true this, you know, I'm Yorkshire, and it's very true. I don't know my dad is, don't ask me, you know. But it's these Pakistanis, you know, they're fleeting me. Hey, ain't they a lot, ain't they? They're coming over here, aren't they, on barrows, camels, oil slicks, so they can get on, aren't they? Hey, you shouldn't laugh at I'm fighting like hell, me, to keep 'em out. I'm fighting. And you're not bothered, you laugh, you think, oh, come in. I'm fighting for you, me. I'm safe. I mean, once they took over, I can go on their side. We, Hey, did you read about that 14? Hey, did you read it in paper? In Bradford, there were 40 in a cellar, all piled up like bales of straw, there were. 40! No, 41, one got away. He did, he got away. He went to Levitt and he said, I'd like to be a conductor. So they nailed him to a chimney.
Well, I must say, I love bringing him home with me. My kids always love something to chalk on.
I like to see coloured people happy, I do. I think you do. And as Charlie said before, that's my second cousin, you know, Charlie. My second cousin. A bit lighter than me. I've got a sun lamp.
Well, I was stopping in a nice hotel there, or a nice lodging house, actually, in Bolton. Nice 4-bedroom, semi-detached slum. I said to the woman, there's a fly swimming in the soup. She said, then you've too much soup, it should be paddling. I said, the dinner's lovely, but that big Alsatian dog hasn't stopped barking. She says, no wonder you're eating off his plate. But her husband was a nice fella. He was lying in bed looking for work. I said, can you not get a job? He said, there's no work at my trade. I said, what's your trade? He said, I'm a Zeppelin builder. He said, I couldn't sleep in that bed last night. There was a dead flea in the bed. She says, a dead flea will do you no harm. I said, I know that, but there was 40,000 came to the funeral. She said, there's not a single flea in this house. I said, I know that. They're all married in a big family. And I said, the cockroaches are jumping from the wardrobe onto the bed like a springboard. She said, if you pull the bed away from the wall, they'll miss it. I said, I'd done that, and the cockroaches kept pulling it back. And I said, I'd like to talk to you about the ceiling in my bedroom. She says, what about it? I said, I'd like one. She says, well, you needn't worry because the people upstairs won't walk about much. But they'll drop in and again. And she said, don't be annoyed if you hear footsteps in the middle of the night. Rose walks in her sleep. So I dashed up the stairs and took the door of the hinges. 3 o'clock in the morning, in came Rose. The biggest bloody Labrador you've ever seen. And her young son was kneeling by the side of the bed, but in show business I thought it set a good example. I knelt down by the side of the bed too. He said, what are you doing, mister? I said, I'm doing exactly what you're doing, son. He said, my ma'll kill you, it's over on this side.